Crowd. This is Ron Lechien. That was.
The 26-year-old Honda rider from Berkshire is the 1989 World 500cc Motocross champion.
Johnson took the checkered flag and the 500cc crown. A few minutes later, he had this to say.
Thank God it's over.
Wardy Lechien, Team Kawasaki taking the whole shot with Jeff Ward right behind him and Ricky Johnson in third. Whoa, Lechien gets a beautiful start. Johnson trying to go to second, slams into Ward. It is Lechien out in front, and is he going to win his first Supercross of the year? Jeff Ward goes back into second. Johnson had it for a moment, and Jeff Ward took it back. There's a shot of Ron Lechien, your leader. And this is shocking about 50,000 people here at the Coliseum. Jim Hollywood Holly has gone to third. Lechien, Ward, Holly, and Johnson. Kawasaki, Yamaha, and Honda. Ron Lechien out in front. David Stanfield down on the field. Any surprises here?
One surprise, Ricky Johnson rode so hard in his first heat race so he could get the pole position or his pick on the line. He did that, but he got a slow start.
He did indeed. And Ron Lechien did not get a slow start. He is out in front. 20 laps, remember, 20 laps for the main event, the 250 main event. It has been said, and maybe David Stanfield can hear me down the field, there's nothing more exciting in Supercross to watch Ricky Johnson come up through the pack. David?
He is a master through the whoops, and he has that throttle wide open. He'll sit way back on his back. He's got a lot of strength. He used to weigh 160, then he went to 170. Now he's 180 pounds of muscle.
Almost going down. That was 180 pounds of muscle, almost going on the ground right there. Here's Ward taking a wide line, trying to get around Lechien. They come over the top of the peristyle, and down to the bottom, it's still Lechien in front. Lechien and Ward, two supremely conditioned athletes. They are able to run 6-minute miles, 5-6 miles at a time. Tremendous upper body strength, and Ward hammers at Lechien now. They are on the same team, but there is ask no quarter and give no quarter. Getting a little bit wild there on the whoops. Lechien holding on in front. Now Johnson looking good in third spot. David Stanfield, what's the story with Johnson?
Johnson is so strong during the whoops, and he's got another advantage. I think he is really fast up going through the peristyle there. He is making up so much time.
Ronnie Lechien out in front. Ward right on his back tire. Ward trying to go to the inside. Lechien slams the screen door in his face. Johnson in third, looking for a place to pass. 1, 2, 3. Lechien, Ward, and Johnson. The crowd getting excited. Holly sitting in fourth. Here goes Johnson. Not quite. He goes again, and he almost passes Ward, almost runs into Ward and gets by him. So it is Johnson into second, hopscotching all over the track, going through the whoops. Lechien, Johnson, and Ward, and Lechien is very difficult to pass, David Stanfield.
Lechien is very tough, and Johnson knows that. They've had battles in the past. They've rammed one another. They are a great duel. It's more like roller derby out there right now.
Or roller ball, I'm not sure, one or the other. Ronnie Lechien, number 2, out of El Cajon, California. Ricky Johnson, also from El Cajon, in second spot. And Jeff Ward of Mission Viejo sitting in third. Johnson is stalking Lechien now. They come up to the jumps, to the whoops. Oh, Lechien comes over and almost runs into Johnson and almost takes him out, and Johnson has got to be mad about that. Johnson goes by. A beautiful move. Lechien let off the throttle for just a moment, and Johnson went by him. So Ricky Johnson has taken over the lead here in the Super Bowl of Motocross at the Los Angeles Coliseum. It is Johnson, Lechien, number 2, and Lechien is not letting up a bit. He goes back in front for a moment. He's back in front, and Johnson takes it back from him. Johnson runs into Lechien. What a battle between Lechien and Johnson right now is out in front. Ward up in the air, 15, 20 feet in the air with the jumps. Holly moving up. That is O'Mara now, has gone to fourth. Johnny O'Mara, number 3, is into fourth spot. It is Johnson in front. Then Lechien, number 2, then Ward, number 1, and Johnny O'Mara in fourth spot, number 3. Ricky Johnson, last year at the Rodell Cup, came out here swinging. A lot of the riders sandbagged because of the 2-row start. Johnson came out and said, I came here to race, and that's exactly what he's doing tonight. Rips off and tear off. Still in front. Johnson, then Lechien, then Ward. And Ward has gone to second. Jeff Ward slips by Lechien and still Ricky Johnson is in front. Johnny O'Mara has slipped into third in front of Ron Lechien. 50,000 people standing and cheering, watching this young gladiator. Johnson out in front. Jeff Ward running in second. O'Mara is right behind Ward. O'Mara tries to go to the inside, almost takes out Ward. Any surprises, David Stanfield, with Johnny O'Mara running third?
Yes, he's in third place. He wants to be in first. He wants to win this real bad. But I'll tell you one thing. What we've got to watch for is, can RJ stay in the lead? Will he make any mistakes? These guys are moving so fast, they're going to move up on RJ.
The crowd cheering on Jeff Ward and O'Mara. The battle for second as Ricky Johnson goes out in front and stays out in front. Johnson, sponsored by a Southern California surfwear. He wears the most outlandish clothes at press conferences and when he's in civilian clothes. But when he gets out on the track, this guy is serious. The battle is for second. Ward is trying to hold off a rider he has battled over the years, Johnny O'Mara. They're both from Southern California. Ward started racing minicycles when he was 5 years old. O'Mara started in his teens racing motocross, picked up a Honda sponsorship. He won the 125 U.S. Grand Prix back in 1980 on a private Mugen Honda, then was picked up by Honda and has done very well ever since. He's a marathon runner. And here's O'Mara on the inside, Ward on the outside, through the whoops. Up over the jump, the tabletop jump, and Jeff Ward is holding on to second. Ricky Johnson in front, Ward running second, O'Mara third. And there's a shot of Johnson way out in front. He loves the Lechien where Lechien wasn't expecting it. Okay, now Johnson, look at the lead Johnson has over second place. Now he'll start styling it over the jumps. He responds to the crowd. He can hear the crowd cheering him on. Meanwhile, the battle for second as O'Mara starts putting the pressure on Ward. Ward number 1 on the Kawasaki, O'Mara number 3 on the red Honda, the blood red Honda. And here's O'Mara on the outside, Ward on the inside. Ward stalls for just a second. Now O'Mara comes back to the inside. Ward is watching both sides. He's got to have eyes in both the front of his head and the back of his head to watch O'Mara because O'Mara will try to pass him. Johnson, oh, beautiful poetry in motion. 20 feet in the air over the whoops. Oh, and he gets wild! David Stanfield, what happened?
It looks like a photographer stuck his head out and flashed right in RJ's eyes, and he lost concentration and got a little sideways.
Oh, almost a very, very treacherous accident that could have ended as a nightmare for Ricky Johnson. Ward was close enough to seize that opportunity and go by. Had Johnson gone down. But in the main event here at the Coliseum, Larry Huffman and David Stanfield following the action. The crowd cheering him on, the corner workers cheering him on. And here is the battle with O'Mara and Ward, and O'Mara goes by! Ward went to the outside, and Johnny O'Mara slipped by, slicker than a mayonnaise sandwich. Whoa! So Johnny O'Mara has got second. Now Ward trying to take it back, and Joe O'Mara slams it in his face. Johnny O'Mara number 3 out of the San Fernando Valley. Okay, meanwhile out in front it is. Well, there is Johnny O'Mara running in second spot with Ricky Johnson out in front. O'Mara has got second locked up if he can hold on for a few more laps. Jeff Ward finishing third. That's not where he wanted to finish. Here is where he wanted to finish, out in front like Ricky Johnson. Whoa, Johnson leaping about 90 feet in the air. Comes down kind of hard on that jump, then through the whoops. That peristyle uphill seems to be giving a lot of riders fits, David Stanfield.
Except Ricky Johnson. He loves that uphill. He loves uphills, downhills. He loves to ride anywhere. He enjoys the
riders. He has already got the National Supercross Championship wrapped up, and we are in the waning moments of this 250 main event here at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Johnson picking his way through the whoops. Back in second spot, his teammate Johnny O'Mara. As Johnson laps slower riders, he goes by Alan King. This can be dangerous, David Stanfield, trying to get by slower lap riders because they can take you out.
Especially when you're in first place and you're the first one to lap them. They have no idea where they are in a race, and when RJ comes around, they're going to say, uh-oh, the fast guys are coming. So RJ is going to serve notice that there's a bunch of other fast guys coming behind. So it's harder for them, easier for Johnny O'Mara and the rest of the pack.
Ricky Johnson putting on an incredible show here for over 50,000 fans. He goes up the peristyle again. And it's very difficult when they come out of the peristyle because of the lighting. They come off the top of the peristyle. They can't see anything below them except blackness. And they've got to trust their instincts to set the bike down in the right place. He will run down forward. Ricky Johnson takes it one-handed over the jump, and the crowd standing and cheering. Ricky Johnson, Team Honda, has won both the Coliseum Supercross and the Supercross Championship.